Hello everybody, welcome to the Lotto Accelerator YouTube channel. Today is going to be our first advanced level tutorial. In these advanced level tutorials we're going to go over some concepts, some tricks that you maybe need to be a little bit more familiar with Excel to be able to do right away. You're still welcome to follow along and watch if you're a beginner. Maybe you'll pick some things up, or you can go back and watch my beginner level videos where I should be getting you up to speed where you could jump to the advanced level eventually. But anyways, today's lesson is on a web query. Anybody that's used Excel for trying to track lottery statistics before will tell you probably that sometimes the hardest or the most mundane part of getting a Lotto system set up on an Excel is getting the draw history in. I mean, we don't want to sit there and have to enter hundreds of draws worth of data. We can do that, and I have had to do that before, but if your state happens to have a good lottery website where they offer a download or a nice format on the web where we can do a query, then we can automatically get that data and put it into Excel, and then we can manipulate it and work with it. So it makes it really easy. One of the good examples of this is the state of Texas. Okay, I have their lottery website up right here. If you can go to the games here and get to the different games, or you can just look at the list here. For today's lesson, we're going to be working with Cash 5, and say we're setting up a new spreadsheet for Texas Cash 5, and we want to have all the Cash 5 results that we can get in there to work with. So let's click on this link here, and you notice over here it says past winning numbers. If I click on this, takes a while to load, but here's what it's got. We've got a history here. Starts January 2nd, 2012, works its way up all the way till May 19th, which was yesterday. Tonight's draw hasn't occurred. Here we have all the 2012 results for Texas Cash 5. So this is what we want. We would love to have this just automatically go into Excel, this whole table here. Specifically, we're looking for date and winning numbers. So I'm going to go up here to this address bar and copy this address. Control C. Alright, now I come here, start my new page here, and I'm going to set this query right here. So I'll just select A1 here. It really doesn't matter at this point. But we're going to go to the Data tab, and then over here you see Get External Data. Well, we're going to use a web query. We're going to query from the web. So it's going to pop up a new web query dialog box here. We can resize this a little bit, which I recommend. So now, get in here in your address bar and paste the address from the website and hit enter. And this smaller new web query box is sort of like a little internet browser, so we can pull up Google, search for something. We can use this just like a web browser. But we've already copied our address, and this takes us to the point we want. We want all this data here. Notice these little yellow boxes with arrows. When I move my mouse cursor over the little arrow box, it sort of highlights an area that it's going to, if I select that box, that's what it's going to load up. So you notice this one in the far upper left corner here basically gets the whole page. Well, we don't want the whole page if possible. We really just want this data, so I'm going to click that arrow box. Now there's some options up here we want to set. I like to click on full HTML formatting, and some other options here you can try. Don't really usually mess with this unless there's some, like a pick 3 number or something. Sometimes you import that, it'll think 330 is actually March 30th, so you have to disable this date recognition. But that won't bother us for this stuff, so we click full HTML formatting option, hit OK. Now we're ready to import it. So down here we have the import button. We click, and now it's going to say, where do you want to put the data? Well, we're just going to have it on this page here, so we'll say right here A1 is fine. But if I wanted to put it somewhere else, I could just select another box. This will be the upper left corner of where our data goes. And you see it changes inside the box as I select something different. So anyways, we're going to put it at A1, hit OK, and now it's getting data. And there you have it. Now, inside Excel, here I have all the information I need. One thing we could do is we could just select, because I really don't care about any of this stuff in this column. I don't care about the prize payouts, at least not for my purposes right now. How many top prize winners? I really don't care, so I could just select this data, copy it, and then paste it into another sheet. Or you can use another sheet to actually just look for this data and pull it up. And we'll get to that in maybe the next lesson. Anyways, this is great. We have this in here. We have the date of the draw. We have all 5 numbers drawn. And now we could start creating statistics based off this. So very simple. Another great thing about this is there's some options we could set on the web query to where it looks every so often, every few minutes or whatever, and we'll refresh this query. Cache 5's drawn once a day. I really don't need it to refresh it. Usually we'll refresh it when you open the spreadsheet, or you can right click anywhere inside this data and you can go to refresh and it will refresh it. So we don't even have to add the draws manually. Each day we're getting ready to pick our lotto numbers. We come here, refresh the query, and we have, bam, the latest list of draws for that lottery. This works great. All Texas lottery games have this option. I've seen other lotto websites that offer a download text format that you can download, and I will get to that tutorial as well. I show you how to import stuff from a text document to Excel, which you'll find very useful as well. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up for advanced tutorial number 1 on web queries. Feel free to post any questions below. I'll try to answer what I can, and hang with me as we keep moving on in the advanced tutorial. We're going to get into some pretty slick little tricks and tips for Excel that I've learned. And the beginner level, I'm going to start working up so that people can get to this level, to be advanced and to work with these tips and tricks. And I'll also be doing another set of tutorials called the system design tutorials, and we'll actually start from the ground up and start building a lotto system and see how it works. And that process will greatly help you when you got an idea in your head and you'd like to get it on Excel and put it to work for you. So please subscribe, that way you'll know when new videos pop, and thanks for watching.